up, guys? It's me, Zeal. I'm hitting in between innings to talk about Jackie Robinson Day. So, sorry, I know I don't have my Dodgers hat on right now, my Dodgers jersey. Totally forgot. I asked to be brought over to my family relative's house to record this video for Jackie Robinson and the YouTube short that I just made. And I totally forgot to put Dodger stuff on. I just got back from vacation for a couple days, and literally, I got home probably an hour and a half ago. So I was only home for 30 minutes, and I was asking to come straight here to record this because I want to get this out April 15th, the day of. So that's why I'm recording right now. I didn't grab any of my stuff, but I want to get right into this. So Jackie Robinson has always been my favorite player of all time in baseball. My top three favorite players are probably him, Ken Griffey Jr., and Sandy Koufax, because I'm a Dodgers fan, and I share a birthday with Koufax, December 30th. But Robinson just has a different place in my heart because he's not only an exceptional baseball player, only playing 10 years, yet making the Hall of Fame, being a six-time All-Star, a World Series champion in 1955, winning the NL MVP in his junior, which means his third year. Most players don't win MVP in only 3 years. And he won Rookie of the Year at the age of 28, 1947, because he didn't get started in the majors till then. He played 1 year in the Negro Leagues for the Kansas City Monarchs in 1945. So he didn't go straight to the professionals out of UCLA, where he went to college. Most players start between the ages of 18 and 22 when they go to the pros. He was 28 when he started, and he still won MVP over all those younger dudes and had less experience because baseball was one of his worst sports at UCLA. It wasn't his best sport. Football was. He was a running back. And then he only played 1 year in the Negro Leagues. So, and then I think he spent 1 year on the Dodgers farm team, I think, which was the Montreal, I want to say they were called the Montreal Royals or something. Hold up. It's the Montreal Royals. Okay. Yeah, that's the team Jackie Robinson was on. Okay, and he was on them for a season or whatever. But with all that, he was even crazier in the civil rights movement. He broke the baseball's color barrier, becoming the first African-American man to be on a starting roster or any roster for a major league team. He also won lots of awards due to the fact that he established the Freedom National Bank, which was an African-American owned financial institution in Harlem, New York. After his death, he was awarded the Congressional Gold Medal and the Presidential Medal of Freedom in recognition of his achievements on and off the field. He was also known for his character, using nonviolence. He didn't hit people. He was able to go through, in the movie 42 about him with the late Chadwick Boseman, who played him in that movie. Ricky, the owner of the Dodgers, Branch Rickey asks Jackie Robinson if he'll be able to turn the other cheek, be able to deal with all the racist white people yelling at him, the players on the other team and on his team, his teammates himself, making racial slurs and spiking him and spitting at him and trying to hit him with the baseball in the head. And would he be able to deal with that and not become, in turn, violent, where he would start hitting people, whatever? And he was able to. So he was kind of like an MLK for the MLB. And he walked in the, the March of Freedom, whatever, in Washington, D.C., where MLK spoke. Him and his family were in that. So he was just an overall big for baseball and the civil rights movement. For this, there's probably another reason why he was inducted to the Baseball Hall of Fame, because he only got to play for 10 years, so he doesn't have some of the stats of other people. But people also overlook, they just see, the stats. You're forgetting he played 10 years, and he still has a better than average, career. Like I said, six-time All-Star in only 10 years, NL MVP in his third year, and Rookie of the Year at the age of 28. That's pretty crazy. He was also he was the NL batting champion in 1949, his MVP season, and he was the NL stolen base leader in his rookie year, 47 and 49, his MVP season. So all around, just really, really good, and I think he's one of the greatest of all time. I know a lot of real, actual, non-casual baseball fans know that, but a lot of people just debate it and like, oh, he's just popular because he broke baseball's color barrier. And of course, that is a major reason why there's so many books, and we probably wouldn't all know him as much if it weren't for that. If you just made him a white dude, might not be as big of a deal, but he would still be in the Hall of Fame, and he'd still be really good. Also, because if he had been white, he would have started not at 28, and he would have got to play for a lot more time, because he probably would have went straight to the majors. Because he was black, he didn't go into the professionals. He had to work at UCLA. He was a basketball coach for a little bit, I think Sam Houston College, and he was in the military for a while until he was honorably discharged. Anyway, back to the whole thing. So yeah, he's one of my personal heroes not because it made a difference for me. I'm not black, I'm white, but just that I love that he made a difference in the sport and all sports, that now it would be easier that more people were included, and there was Asians, and there's Hispanics, and there's all the people from more the Caribbean, like Puerto Rico, the Dominican, Cuba. A lot of baseball players nowadays are from the Dominican, Puerto Rico, and Cuba. So he just really opened the door to all that. And sure, it might have happened later if he hadn't, but he was just like, he's the perfect face for it. His nonviolence, his character, his quotes. Like, one of my favorite quotes of all time is from him, which was, a life is not important except in the impact it has on other lives. That, like, gives me chills, whatever. Just that saying, really, one of the key things you need to do with your life is to make sure that you're impacting other people. What's the purpose if you're not going to help this world? So, this is weird. Wait. Oh, weird reference, but connecting to references like Ted 2 or whatever. He's with Morgan Freeman talking, who's the lawyer, talking to Ted, and he's like, the thing that he would help him out in the case, whatever, but he just hasn't done anything to better his community and the people around him, because that's what part of being human is, kind of. So I know that's a weird reference, connecting Ted 2, whatever, weird movie, but that thing of saying that a major part of being human is that you are helping the people around you, that connects to this, that life is not important except in the impact it has on other people. What's the point if you're not helping for the betterment of everyone? So that quote really gets to me, and it's just crazy. Of course, he's not a god. He's not, because I'm speaking of him as if he's the Most High. He is human like the rest of us, but I just mean this man was crazy in how he was in his personal life with the people that knew him, and then how he obviously was civil rights, how he led, like I said, the Freedom National Bank. He was the first black vice president of a major American corporation, chock full of nuts. I forgot to mention that. I think it was a brand of coffee or whatever in New York, and he was the first black vice president of any major American corporation. And he was also the first black television analyst in Major League Baseball. So he was just the first in many, many things. And then he was an amazing baseball player on the side. That's why I think he definitely deserves Jackie Robinson Day, which is every April 15th, which was the day of his Major League debut, April 15th, 1947. Every April 15th, which is today, when I'm recording this, and you should see this the same day. Right now, I'm going to go and try to get it uploaded. Every single day on April 15th, which is called Jackie Robinson Day, every single player and every team and most of the coaches I think the umpires, too, all wear number 42. His number is retired across the whole league. Only guy that's like that, meaning no one, besides on Jackie Robinson Day, no one can be 42. Not just the Dodgers, the team he played for his whole career, but every single team. They also added a new twist this year that 42 will be in Dodger blue on the back of everyone's jerseys every year, no matter what the team's colors are. Say you're like the St. Louis Cardinals, their main color is red, and most of the time their number on the back of their jersey is red. Doesn't matter, it's going to be Dodger blue. I think that's really good. The only difference I would have made if you could have went back to when Jackie Robinson Day started, which was in 2004 when they started doing the new tradition of like wearing 42, every player, every team. I would say that there's either Mookie Betts says that no one should wear the number to keep it, and I guess I could see that, and you just have lots of festivities that really puts more emphasis on the retirement of that number and the respect to him, that no one's on his level and that no one can wear that number ever again. Or what I kind of like is there's two more. Either only the Dodgers got to wear number 42, his team. I don't know if he would have liked that, Jackie Robinson. But, I mean, his team have the deepest connection to him. I'm a Dodgers fan. That's really always been one of the big connections to me. And I'm going to watch the Dodgers game in a couple hours when they play the Reds at home. And so that's one. So I don't know if that's the best. One that I really like that I don't think anyone mentioned, I think that what would have been the best is one representative from every single team wears 42. One player on every team, and I would say it should be a black dude, wears 42. And he's the only dude that does on that team. So you have 142 on all 30 baseball teams. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought that would be more interesting, and I just feel like it honors him a little bit more than every single player being 42. But I do see you wouldn't want like 3 players on every team, or a handful, one guy on one team, 3 dudes on another, 4 on one, 2 on another. I guess the easiest way was just where everyone wears it, so everyone's respecting him, including the coaches and the umps. That's it for this video. Yeah, I just wanted to share a little bit about him because he's one of my all-time favorite people just in life in general, and I wanted to pay a little respectful homage to him. That's it for today. Thanks for watching, and happy Jackie Robinson Day.